Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dan with Build It, Wheel It, Explore It, and I'm gonna get going on another little small project on the Explorer. If you follow or subscribe to my channels and stuff, you probably just saw I did something on Bronco, or us's Bronco 2, which involved a new upgraded power steering bracket from BC Broncos. So I'm already running, obviously, saginaw power steering pump. This truck's got hydro boost brakes, hydro assist, everything. I'm already set up. But I am using the old style bracket, which is working. But now that I've messed with this new bracket, I really like it. So I got myself one, and then I got the matching bracket also from BC Broncos for the alternator bracket. And then they also have a machined or CNC water pump pulley, aluminum. I got that too. So I'm gonna get going and get this stuff on. And then I also did buy, BC Broncos has a Explorer front dress from the 5.0 Explorers clutch fan tool set. And that thing is already paid for itself. It's already it's only $40 anyway. But as quick as I can take these fan clutches off now, it's so worth it. It's already paid for itself. All right. Power steering bracket, alternator bracket, water pump pulley, and then the hardware for the alternator bracket. And then this right here is the fan clutch tool stuff. Again, I've tried all the rental stuff from the auto parts stores, and none of that stuff fits the Ford Explorer 5.0 engine dress properly, or is there enough space to use the tools? So real quick, I'm already running a PSC pump. That's Wild Horses version, their old bracket. Again, it works, but definitely needed some improvements. I'm still running the factory, what is it? Cast aluminum bracket on the alternator currently. Nothing wrong with it. I just really like to have the matching set. And then the new bracket will actually raise the lower idler pulley up an inch, which also helps. And then if you're not aware, again, I know I keep repeating Ford Explorer 5.0 from 96 to 2000, I think. With the 5.0, that water pump pulley has been obsolete for I don't know how many years. So if you find one, you're very lucky. So it's super cool that BC Broncos is producing new aluminum ones. So let me get this stuff starting to be torn down, and we'll go from there. All right, fan clutch is off. I'm gonna pop the belt off real quick, and then I'm going to have to take the power steering pulley off. Not to take it off this bracket, but to install it on the new bracket. I know I'll need the space for the new bolts. Plenty of videos showing how to do this, but it's just a little clam tool type deal to pull the pulley off. And then to put it back on, I'll show you later. There's another tool that presses it back on. So another cool part about the BC Broncos power steering pump bracket is there's actually a location to mount the coil in that bracket, which will be cool. I never really liked how I did this, but I was trying to keep it out of the wheel well from getting splattered and stuff. So having it inside this new bracket is going to be good. Next, I'm going to, I guess, go ahead and pull off and switch the water pump pulley before I forget. Not that it really matters, but this does feel quite a bit heavier than the aluminum one. So the stock pulley is 414 or 415 grams, and the aluminum one is 164. That's quite a bit lighter. Yeah, so that's like 250 grams lighter of rotating mass. So Well, it's kind of cool, right? But trust me, I'm not going to get rid of this steel pulley. It's not for sale. Sorry. I'm going to keep it. Some people are concerned, aluminum pulley versus, steel as far as overall wear and tear, etc. But I don't know. It's just it's a flat pulley. It's not a rib pulley. But like I said, I'll keep the steel one with me. But I doubt there's going to be any issues. So I actually kind of forgot. It's been a long time since I messed with any of this stuff of this truck. But yeah, this bracket on here now is technically two different brackets. I have there's a bracket basically for the idler pulley, and then there's a bracket for the actual pump itself. So kind of had to remind myself here what I did. So shoot, might have to get different bolts. I probably bought longer bolts for these two locations on the water pump. All right, so this is the contraption of a bracket just for the idler. So I remember now, I mean, I haven't done any of this since I built the Explorer, built the motor, did this conversion. So I did find my original Explorer bolt and hardware, and then I found one of my old original water pump bolts. Because I remember now adding this bracket added so much thickness. I only found one bolt though with this other stuff. So I'm going to go back in my original video and see what the bolt lengths were and what locations. Because obviously I got to get my water pump bolts back on. But yeah, so two water pump bolt locations are used. A series of little thin washers for spacing. And then this huge spacer and bolt to go to the head of the motor. And then I'll show you in a sec. And then on the pulley side, again, just washers and spacers and a step-down spacer. The only thing original that I used from the Explorer was the pulley and bearing and then this little washer here. So I'll be using this bolt and that washer on the new bracket. And limiting. I mean, there's so much stuff going on here. I remember now. All right, well, a little delay of game here. I only have one. So the bolts I should have now are 3 1/4 inch. The two bolts that I had replaced those with are 4 inch. And I only can find one of the 3 1/4, so I just ordered another one. And then I found a spacer because now, of course, I cracked the bolts open. It's leaking a little bit. So just a spacer on a longer bolt. Hopefully you'll keep that from leaking. I'll top it off, no big deal. But pulley's on. That's all out of there. I'm going to get the power steering pump unbolted and keep moving on. All right, so this will kind of show and explain. Again, I'm not taking any... I'm not throwing punches at the brackets. I'm just, this was the best option at the time. But you can see, I mean, look how many washers and spacers and how much stuff is going on here. Stuff like this, if something were to come loose out on the trail and you lose a bolt, and then you lose who knows what spacers and washers that you had, this can be a real problem because you don't know what was spaced how and this and that. So I'm glad I'm swapping this stuff out. So again, I'm switching from this mess of stuff to this just bolt on and go situation here. I mean, what would you rather have? Yeah, right here. All right, so looking at the bracket, it comes, from BC Broncos just the way it is. All the hardware is in place, held in by nice nylon nuts, so nothing's confusing. Everything is standard hardware. And then, like I said, you can mount your coil inside here when you're said and done. They supply you the bolts with the little lock washers as well. So I should be able to bolt this on and not have it interfere with that water pump bolt, I hope, so that I can at least get this stuff still put on and then swap that out. I'm gonna do a little test fit here to make sure. All right, bracket's on, and it will not interfere with that bolt, so that's cool. I just got my coil off. And then I knew at some point, because, you know, the harness off the coil was like over here. And yeah, it just broke loose off the pin. So I'm glad it happened now than on the trail. So I'll get that fixed. But like I said, I didn't ever really like that setup, but it's done now. All right, well, that worked out. I was hoping I would not have to break any lines loose, so I didn't have to, so that's cool. So the bracket's bolted on and the saginaw pump. So we'll move on. All right, let's move on to this side. I'm gonna go ahead and take the air filter off, disconnect the couple wire terminals on the alternator, get this out of the way. And then that bracket, I think, is only held on by 3 bolts, and that should be out. All right, alternator's out, and there's 1, 2, and then I believe there's a third one down here. So I'm gonna have to take the tensioner off real quick, which has to come off anyway. That's 2 10mm bolts, and then I'll have access to the bracket bolts, and it'll come out. All right, so there's 4 bolts. I got the 3 I could see out, but of course there's one more behind this little heater hose, so I'm gonna have to take that off. All right, brackets out. Got the top off my coolant, no big deal. You can kind of see here now side by side. Similar but different. The bottom pulley is, like I said earlier in the video, 1 inch higher. So let's get this thing installed. You know, the bolts organized. There's a single bolt that's kind of wrapped by itself. That's a 2 3/4 that goes in this location. And you got 3 3-inch bolts, which are the top for the alternator. And then a 3/8 and then I think a 1/2 inch. So it's not too hard to figure out, but I almost did overlook that one bolt. Next up was just transferring over the belt tensioner assembly and then the lower idler pulley. So that's all set. Brackets in, heater hose is on, put the alternator in, put the power steering pump pulley on, and at this point I can start test fitting, figuring out what size belt length. So the only thing BC Broncos doesn't really tell you is, you know, what length belt is used in this scenario. So that part's a little bit irritating, but we'll have to figure it out here. All right, so after trying a few more belts, right now I have an 88-inch belt on here, and that has just enough tension and not too much. So that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get that coil mounted down there in that location. I'm gonna take this center bar out so I can cut that bracket off. My new connector, I think will be here later today, but I'll be at work. So at least I'll get the coil mounted and this thing trimmed off and be good to go. And I'm just waiting on, like I said, that pigtail and my correct water pump bolt, which won't be here till Monday. Today's Thursday. No, today's Friday, sorry. So yeah, moving on with what I can move on with. All right, coil's mounted. I did put a little bit of anti-seize on the bolts. Wire for the coil to the distributor goes in the bottom here. And then, like I said, once I fix that pigtail, that'll snap in right here. That'll be done. I got the crossbar, that little bracket cut off, ground down, and painted and drying. Why not, right? My dad just brought down some boxes, and my water pump bolts came. The tracking said Monday, so get this in. I got everything tied back up here. Got the new pigtail on the coil, everything zip tied up, good to go. Crossbar, cut that bracket off, cleaned it up, painted it. Blew out the air filter, clutch fan. I mean, it's good. Everything's done. So the point of the video was basically just I was installing the BC Bronco's power steering and alternator brackets. I know there's a little bit more extra in the video that's not exactly pertaining to the brackets, but just recording my overall installation application, if you will. So, all right, this is end of the video, and these brackets are badass. I definitely recommend them. If you don't already have some, get you some.